Welcome back, everyone, to Freaky Tales on this Sunday evening. I want to thank everybody who tuned in, everybody who liked, comment, subscribed, everybody who shared, everybody who decided not to be on the live chat. I want to thank everyone ahead of time. I want to thank all the callers. And I want to thank everybody who is having fun on the live chat. That's why we're here on this freaky evening. This is someone that I have someone here that is no stranger to this podcast. He rarely ever comes, but this is the first time that I've had him on Freaky Tales. I've had him on my other podcast several times, but this is the first time on Freaky Tales. So let's give him a warm welcome. Hi, C, the highly intelligent, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
What up, Tone?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. So, hey, Tone, let me just jump right into this shit. So,
yeah,
when you say Freaky Tales, you're not talking about no freak shit, like a freak off type of kind of shit, right? What exactly? Because I'm new to this, bro. So you gotta kind of break it down. Like freaky, like
Freaky Tales, something that will freak you out.
Oh.
Not Diddy freak,
not that kind
but like paranormal freaky.
Not no baby, none of that shit.
None of that.
Okay.
None of that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But you know what? There's something I want to show you guys, everybody out there. Yesterday, I attended a podcast called Street Gospel. There was a guy named Dave that, he had me on. I was thankful for that he actually welcomed me with open arms. We had a great time. It'll be out on Tuesday on his platform on YouTube. It's called Street Gospel Podcast. I'm not sure what time, but he gave me a gift afterwards, and I thought it was so dope that I wanted to share it with you guys here on Freaky Tales. Now, I got to be very careful handling it because this is what it looks like, guys. Look at it. Bob wire on it. I believe it's from The Walking Dead, like a replica.
Beat the shit out of somebody with that. Boy.
Exactly, bro. You can. So if we ever get like a zombie apocalypse, this is it.
You got to go 2 to the head.
Exactly, 2 to the head. So exactly. So other than that, Crawford, for those of you guys that don't know, I don't call him High C. He's Crawford to me. We've been friends since he's been in high school.
Forever.
Yeah. So with that being said, I know one time, I guess you were guest number 4 on, I believe, on the Rhodium Radio podcast. And we talked a little bit about your paranormal experiences. And you told me you were a believer. You told me about conspiracies. You told me we talked Bigfoot. We talked about shadow people, possibly aliens. But after that many years, probably about 5 years ago when your first episode took place, I finally have you on Freaky Tales to kind of like shed light on your experiences. But now, if I'm correct, are you from Louisiana or is your family from Louisiana? Were you born there?
Yeah, I was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. As soon as I came out the born, I was, shipped right back here.
Okay.
I just popped out down there, but I still have a lot of family. Family down there.
Yeah, I remember a lot of you guys may not have heard this, but he took me to Louisiana. We went to Baton Rouge and, if I'm correct, New Roads.
Yeah.
And then we went to LSU and we bought those 64 ounce. Those 64 ounce. These weren't 40 ounces. These were 64 ounce.
Yeah.
And we were drinking them with some girls outside the college, and these girls were hammering them during the day.
Yeah, at school. Did you? Hey, I know I had to take you to Popeyes. Tell them what Popeyes tastes like. It was like a restaurant. Right?
Yeah, you did take me because we ate inside. I don't remember. I remember having like the beans and the rice, and it was good. I'm just trying to remember the outside. The inside I do remember. But the one
That's
thing
when that shit was fire. It ain't like now. It's like it's just fast and. But that shit like back then.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like,
wait, I'm sorry to interrupt, guys. It was an actual restaurant
yes,
before he came here.
No, I'm saying Popeyes was like a regular spot, but I'm saying it just the quality of it back then and the taste of it being out there.
Oh, so it is originally from there.
I'm not sure on that. I wouldn't fact check it, but I think if it's not, it's next door neighbors or it's.
But it tasted like some home
cooked shit. It didn't taste like the ones like we get. You get some shit and it's kind of.
Yeah.
You could tell the chicken been sitting there for a minute.
Out of all the places, Croft, that we toured in the U.S., I always tell people that Louisiana was the nicest people that I had ever met.
Yeah,
The food was great. I mean, the hospitality was great. It was all love. Do you remember we went to that nightclub? It was funny.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I was the only Mexican guy in there, along with Sonny. He was Simone, but we had a really good time out there.
Nah,
But
they open arms, man. That's kind of how man, my motto is like my great grandmother used to like. They had a thing called a 12 o'clock lunch bell out there, like in that small town. And at 12 o'clock, it'll sound like you can hear it everywhere. It'll go. Zoo.
really,
Yeah, it's like almost like an old plantation style type.
shit. All right.
So that mean like everybody that was working, they worked on the railroad. They did like hard labor and shit. They would come and like take lunch breaks, and my grandmother would have beans and rice. My great grandmother would have beans and rice, you know, chicken stuff for her son and they friends.
Yeah.
And they would come and they would just relax, take off their boots. You could tell they doing some hard ass work, hard had to eat, you know, and shit. Make them cool. And that's when the lunch is over, they'll take off. And I was like, man, I never seen them dudes like break no bread or nothing.
Right.
But they probably contributed when I didn't see it. But I was just like, she was just blessed to do that. Like,
Yeah.
And then I just started figuring like, man, I kind of picked that up.
Right.
Like if I could help somebody, man, I want to help them.
Yeah, before we jump into, there was another thing that stood out to me. We went into a store, and one thing that's really big, and I'm going to say it this way, in Louisiana, amongst the black community, that's the same as big amongst the raza or the Latin community, is that you guys, we would call them chicharrones, you guys call them pork grinds.
Yeah.
It's big over there, and I was like, you guys like chicharrones? You mean pork grinds? Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay.
They call them cracklings.
Cracklings, there you go. Yeah, but I'll tell you, Louisiana was where I was introduced to gumbo, seafood gumbo, and it was amazing. So we were talking about that right before we went live, but I just wanted to bring that up, give you a little bit of his background. Now, Crop, growing up, I would hear stories about New Orleans, you know, that haunted places. I remember one time, I don't know if you were being sarcastic, but you said that there is such thing that people can make food and actually put a curse on it or put a spell on it. You ever hear anything like that growing up in Louisiana or having family from Louisiana?
Sure, man. I heard it's a lot of they call it putting their hand in, you know, like got their hand in some of that stuff. So it's a lot of stuff like that, man. And I have, from what I've been told by like the elders that passed down some of the stories, even some of the like people that's right next to me, like my uncles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That had certain stuff done to them.
Oh,
and
no.
it was like, yeah, it's real, bro. Like,
do you think you've ever had eaten anything with a spell on it?
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. And it's crazy because to me, stuff like that, you won't be able to see it.
Right.
But the other people will be like, man, what the hell wrong with Tony A? And you be walking around, you know. But you'll be feeling, you be feeling like, hey, I'm good. But it would be like, man, he's off, something wrong, you know?
Right. No, exactly. He's off of it. He's over here. He's always scratching. It's working. Yeah. What was the name of that song? Remember, I put a spell on you. Remember?
Oh, yeah. And they make all noise and shit.
So I wonder if that's what he was talking about. Yeah. But no, you know who I also had here? Well, years ago, bro. Kelvin Anderson, the owner of VIP, which he's originally from what he told me, Louisiana. Yeah, that's what he told me. So
I just seen him at a show not too long ago.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Now. Let me ask you this, and then we'll move on. But I did want to ask you some questions about Louisiana, since you have family there, you were born there, and you still have family living there now. I don't know what is a proper word, because in Spanish you could say brujeria or you could say santeria. I don't know if I'm using the right word. Is voodoo big in Louisiana?
Yeah, I would say it's big. It's a lot of people practice it, and it's some people like out front with it, but then some people will sit there and do it and dibble and dabble in it, but then sit there and smile and go to church with it. And to me, like, that don't mix, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, it's funny that we're saying that, because I've had family from Mexico that have come over here that are practicing Catholics, but that do dabble in Santeria on the side. Right.
From what we know, from what we was taught, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. So, okay, so it is still out there. It does still exist.
For sure, most definitely. And I had a conversation, man. I was just, I want to ask you too.
Okay.
So you have like, okay, Louisiana, they known for voodoo. Haiti is known for like they strong in it. And then I was told like Africa is probably the origin of like some of the spells. So who do you think, just me asking you, like who's the strongest, if you had to say, you know, like the strongest spell casters, would they be from Louisiana? But a lot of our ancestors migrated from where they migrated from anyway, or the Haitians.
Right.
Or
I think the most education that I ever got on that was I had a woman here not too long ago. Her name is Tanya. If she's watching, much respect. She practices Santeria, and her mother is, I guess, her elder, I guess. But they learned it from people from Cuba, but they say that it came from Africa. So, so from Africa to Cuba to here.
Yeah.
So she said that is the origins there. So
Africa.
So I'm gonna have to go with that because I don't know about the origins of it.
No, I agree with that too.
Yeah.
I think Africa is like, you know, like they might do some stuff that's super strong, but all of the geographically, like from what we was told, like the Africans came from here. They was put, some of them was put here, some of them was put in Spain, some of them was put everywhere, but their bloodline is African, you know what I'm saying? The Cubans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, certain ones, like all the Panama and shit like that. So a lot of the Louisiana people have French, you know, like the French mingle with them. So they had different types of stuff. And it's like, when you get into that stuff, bro, it's to me, it's like serious. I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared to, I don't play around with it. I'm like, I ain't trying to put nobody name and nothing or trying to make them no food or eat this shit. I'm like, nah, I don't. Yeah, I don't play like that.
No, me neither. If I see somebody juggle some chicken bone and throw them on the table, I'm walking away, bro.
Because it can backfire. I heard every time that they do it, it kind of backfires on you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, here on Freaky Tales, we've had several women that have proclaimed themselves to be witches. Now, keep in mind, when I think witches, I'm thinking Halloween. I'm thinking about candy corn and broomsticks and Halloween hats. But they say, like, no, this is like straight Santeria. Okay, or some of them will say,
I practice
in here.
The bitches was.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Did you clean the room? Did
yes.
you sage?
Yes, I did. Yes, with hand sanitizer.
Okay. And I wasn't meaning to call y'all bitches. Don't be playing with me.
Right. So, but one thing, Crop, that you just said, which is true, and the one common thing that they all have is this, that maybe a girl or a guy would come up to them and say, I want her to fall in love with me, or I want his life to fall apart. Yeah. Like something bad, okay? Yeah. But they all said this, Croft, is that when we do that, that person better understand that that is going to come back like a boomerang.
Oh, they said it.
Yeah, all of them have said that.
That's what I heard, bro, all the time.
All of them said, so they said, you better make it a good one because it is going to come back to you.
Yeah.
You know, and some have even said it could come back to you immediately or even when you're older, nice and comfortable.
That's what I heard, bro. And see, leading into that, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want my family to be mad at me, but since we talking about this shit, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah.
One of my great uncles, I was told, had a spell on him, and his wife had did it, and he used to sit around and just like, she basically could get away with everything. She would like do whatever she wanted. She would come and go. She even brought other men around, I was told. This is the story that I was told. And he was just like, he just looked, just didn't really, he wasn't reacting right to it. So they was figuring like, because that's kind of what they do in the South. Like, man, they call it a root or something. Like, man, this got a root put on him, like something to, you know, stop him from being who he is. So, man, a long story short, it was actually true. Like, how could you sit there and watch another man come to your crib and you married to this person but couldn't, you know, the powers that be or whatever she had on him.
She kind of kept him paralyzed, if you will?
Yeah, something like that, because she was feeding him certain stuff and doing certain stuff. And so one day, from what they tell me, this is all
right, allegedly.
Shit. Allegedly. I don't want them to be on my shit. But they found something, bro. They said they found in a coffee can, they found some of his underwear, some of his hair, and like some funny ass coin. I don't know what that coin that coin was, but it wasn't a nickel, but it was like a half a dime or something. But it was weird, like, but it wasn't a nickel.
Right.
It's called, like, it was some weird shit. And then they found it like under the house somewhere. And then his sister, which is like my grandmother, brought it to L.A. because, you know, we still have family on both sides.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Brought it to L.A. and threw it in the ocean.
Oh,
And
really?
they said when they threw it in the ocean, he kind of snapped out of it. And when he did, man, they said he like was just like a brand new life.
Wow.
You know, he was like, he didn't want to, he never ate from nobody no
Right.
more. He was like, he said, fuck it, I'm not eating.
Right.
Everything he ate, I seen it with my own eyes. He would cook it himself.
Right,
Get
right.
his own stuff. He didn't trust nothing no more. But then I heard that his wife that did that, she kind of died like a horrible death, like passed away. And she was like, I don't know, like what disease where your hands curl up. Like,
Oh, shoot.
She got messed up, bro.
Well,
Doing that.
and
That's why I brought up what you said. Like, it always come back to you.
yes.
To like, I don't play with that shit.
Yeah, no, me neither. You know what? There was one thing that I asked one of the ladies here, and I said, "Can it affect you physically?" And then she asked me like, "How so?" And goes, "Well, I had a buddy that a girl threatened him that she claimed, she would always brag that she practices this voodoo or whatever, Santeria, whatever she calls it. I don't know. Well, he broke up with her. He didn't want anything to do with her. She wrote him a letter like, you know what? Your dick's going to go limp. Hey. You know, so I asked this lady, this self-proclaiming witch, you know, can you do that? And she says, yes, we can do that. I said, really? She goes, yeah, it won't stand up, nothing. He won't even get horny or anything anymore. And I was like, what the hell?
And it ain't even got nothing to do. Like, he won't even see her. She won't be around.
Yeah, she's like, in other words, it's a curse almost like if I can have you, nobody's going to have you. It ain't going to get up for nobody.
So anybody could come drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's
Meg
hot.
the Stallion, anybody.
Yes, and then he'll
That
just
shit gonna
gummy
be
worm.
sleep. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how you could snap out of that. But yeah, and then one thing that I did learn from them, that they said, be careful if things end up missing, because like you said, his underwear or a coin or his hair, they always take something of yours.
Yeah.
Always do. So if you wake up with one less pair of drawers,
Yeah, one of my socks.
one of my shoe. So that's what I'm saying. Be very careful. But yes, I did hear that all of this exists. Now, for me, I do believe that people have tried to put curses on me, because one of them told me after the show, she goes, I don't know if you know this, but looking at you and sensing your energy, there's been someone, he said, that's been trying to curse you. And I said, really? He goes, yes, but they cannot touch you. He goes, and they know they cannot touch you, but they won't stop. And I was like, okay. So she said, have you noticed anything weird like around your home? And I said, yes. I said, in front of my house, I have a side gate. There was like around six like rocks put together, and my landscaper called me, and he told me, he goes, do you know what that is? And I said, no. And he told me, and that's an altar. And that's just an altar. He goes, yeah, do you know what that is for? And I said, no. He goes, that's witchcraft.
Yeah?
Yeah, so he told me that, bro. And I would find birds thrown over the side of my house with their heads completely cut off. And he told me, too, that meant, like, death to someone, and there was pennies sprinkled. So I asked some of these witches, and they told me that to certain practices that a penny represents a value of life. So they were really trying to take me out.
Get you to pick. You know what's so funny? Like, I was taught, and I don't know who taught me that a long time ago in Louisiana. I would see like coins. I would see quarters, nickels, dimes, 50-cent pieces, dollar. What's some silver? Susan. I'll pick
So
them
the
up.
Anthony's, yeah.
I'll pick them up. I was told never to pick up the pennies because I was told like certain, like just say if you have like a little sty on your eye, you know, that bump and all
Right.
that. I heard like some of them, they do like little stuff. They put it on the bump, and they take the penny and throw the penny in the street, and the person that pick up the penny, your bump will go away, the sty will go away from your eye, and it'll get on them.
So it's just passing it on.
Yeah, to pass it on. So I don't. It could be 1,000 pennies, bro. I'm not touching them pennies. I'll pick up the nickels and shit, like
Right,
dimes
right.
or whatever. But I don't. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, bro.
I asked this one witch. I'm gonna have her back eventually. I don't want to say her name right now because I don't want to give her away. But this is crazy, Croft, and I think that people need to be aware of this. There was a couple of guys that I know that all messed around with the same girl. Okay. Now, these guys don't know each other, but I eventually met them all because they're all rappers. This girl who claims she is into this voodoo crap, okay? I met at least 10 guys that told me that she blew them all, okay?
Yeah?
Yeah, she blew them all. And one guy told me that he just thought it was so rare that she was, and I'm not trying to be X-rated, but I'm just trying to be plain so we don't get the story mixed up, that he said, I jerked off earlier that day and I couldn't, I couldn't come.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't leave until I did. She wanted to get something.
That's
okay?
great.
Yeah.
Throat goat.
Yes, throat goat. Okay. So what happened was I told her, I've heard, I said, and I'm not sure if this is true, but is it true that if a certain woman that practices a certain type of witchcraft or whatever it is, can they do something? Like, does it mean that when you swallow another man's semen? And she said this, she goes, yes, not too many people know about that one, but to that girl, she feels that she has power over him. It's almost like swallowing his soul.
I believe that, bro.
Yeah.
I believe that.
So she's a soul collector.
Some soul sucker. Suck the life out of nigga.
Soul sister. So
And not that kind. Not
Yeah.
like the black.
But
Not that.
yeah, bro, like she was adamant about, I ain't leaving.
Yeah.
To
me, it's like our body is made up of frequency and all that stuff and energy and all that shit. And when you trading your fluids and all that shit with certain people, man, you got to watch that, bro.
You do.
know?
You do. Now, let me ask you this, Croft. If, let's just say you were young in your 20s and you were being adventurous and you were starting to date, if a woman would have told you, I practice voodoo, my family's got roots in the voodoo, I really like you, I really want to be with you, but you have to accept me for who I am, could you have dated a woman that practiced that?
I probably would call up one of my aunties that got more voodoo than her and blow her little shit up out the. Nah, I'm playing. They be shooting voodoo at each other.
Right,
and
right,
shit.
right.
Nah, but hell no.
No.
Because I'm not playing with that, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't saying that I'm the toughest dude, but I'll fight anybody. I ain't backing down. I ain't turning down no phase. But when it come to ghosts and dark shit,
Yeah.
I'm scared of the dark, bro.
Yeah.
I have the lights on in the house, and I have a reason for that.
Right.
Because I experienced something before. So
You want to talk a little bit about it?
yeah, you want to talk about it now?
Yeah, let's talk about it now, because I remember I had mentioned to you about, I believe, about shadow people or something. Then you kind of like, Tone, it's real, it's real.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah. And we didn't get into it. So if you can kind of walk us through it.
I really feel like it is, bro. Like
Okay.
it's other, and just like it's stuff that's on the side that we don't know. And I feel like it's stuff on the good side too that protects you. Like you just said, the person that said they trying to get to you but they can't. That's because somebody else
Yes,
is got something over us that's protecting us. And I feel like to me that's my grandmother, my great grandmother,
absolutely.
my great aunt. Like they just was into the church and they pray for us, man. So we lived in a house. It was like a thing going on in Compton where we had to be out the house because it was like a divorce type of thing with my mom's, and was renting a spot in LA. And this house, man, I'll never forget, Tone. This house, it was just weird. You know how you just feel something kind of weird?
Yes, you do.
And I was like, at the time, maybe like 13 or something, 12, like young. I know I was just young or whatever. But just the house, I would always hear something at night, like walking heavy on the roof, like,
Shit.
it just sounded like super heavy.
Like, who in the hell
I
is
was
up
like,
there?
yeah, like, what the hell is that? So I would wake up, and go knock on my mom's door.
Yeah.
And my sister would be asleep, knocking on my mom's door. And I'm like, Mom, you hear that? She was like, yeah, it's nothing. It's probably the cat. So, don't worry about it. It's the cats like to get up there. And I was like, damn, to my mom, like, some heavy ass goddamn cats.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so, something else, that I leave that alone. Then something else, it'll be like some stuff sounding like it's at the front door, like,
Yeah.
whatever. So,
So experiencing that, you knew, like, this is just not the wind. there's got to be something else out there.
Something else, yeah. So I'm just like, man, there's many a nights to where I just tried to stay up and just like, I was like, man, I'm not going to go to sleep or this and that. So, eventually I was coming back from school because I went to school in the area just till, we got everything straight and we could move back into the Compton house, went to school in that area. And one day, man, I was a peanut butter and jelly dude. Like I come home, make me a peanut butter and jelly and a big ass glass of milk with the ice in it. That's before I was lactose, be farting all over the motherfucking plate. So I make the peanut butter. That was like my routine. Go hit the peanut butter and jelly. I might do a little homework or just might shoot outside. Man, one day I never forget. We had a hallway and the hallway came down and we had a side door. We had a front door.
Yeah.
So the side door was like to our driveway where it was like almost like the back door. And man, I'm in there making a sandwich in the kitchen. Yeah. And I look down the hallway and I see this like black looking smoke thing. I never forget it. I remember this shit. This happened like years ago. I remember it like yesterday. It came like this down the hallway and then turned out the side door. And back then I had a curl. You know how buckwheat, like the hair, my shit was like this, bro. My hair stood up like this. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And like, I ran out the house. I left the front door open. Right. And I ran across the street to my homeboys. Like I had some homies over there. My homeboys, I ran across the street to them and was like, man, I didn't really want to tell them what was going on, but I was scared as fuck. And so every day from school, I would wait till my moms and them get home. I would never go back in that house, bro. And my mom used to be like, oh, it's nothing. And then finally, when we moved, guess what she told me? What's that? She said she knew it was something in that house. Oh, wow. And that was like the first time that like I think I wanted to like fist fight my mother. Like I was like, well, you got to square up. Fuck this shit. We about to box and this look. Cause you got me thinking, squabble up. Because you got me thinking I'm crazy. Yeah. And she knew, but she wanted to protect us, you know what I'm saying? And not scare you guys, Not scare us because she know, like I don't, like I said, I'm going to fight any nigga. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. But as far as that ghost, I'm like, I don't do that. So it was crazy to like, then she started telling me stories. She said one day the door was closed and we have a screen door, like a metal screen door. Yeah. So metal and wood, you know the difference between metal and wood. Yeah. She said one time something came on the front door and was scratching like this and you could hear like claws, but it was on the wood. Oh. And then when we got up, the screen door was still locked. So how did that thing, whatever the fuck it was, scratching on the door like that? Yeah. When the screen door was in front of it. The screen door was closed in front of it, bro. So she said they found like different kind of like coins and old shit in the backyard. Right. But then we come to find out, I think somebody had got murdered there. And they didn't even tell, like certain people, they supposed to disclose shit like that, but they didn't say nothing. Right. But I was like, man, that for me, that was it. Like, hearing all this shit from Louisiana, the voodoo stuff, and then seeing that actual thing. Yeah. And it was like. And you saw that during the day, then, right? During the day, yeah. That was a daytime thing. Yeah, I was fresh from school. Like I said, come home from school, put the books down, and that thing went. Wow. I was like, that was. Now, let me ask you this. Well, let me share this with you because I know for a fact that my house on Broad Street, the one you first came to my house when we first started working. Yeah. The garage, we always knew that there was something in there. Always knew. And you can feel it. I remember at times, man, when I started drinking, like in my 20s, I think I was like 21. Yeah. And I came home tore up from slanging and drinking. And I'd always walk in through the back door because my room was right there. And I'd always look at that damn garage and like, okay, I want to go in there, but I'm fucking scared. Yeah. You know? See, that's that feeling, bro. Yes, bro. And that's something telling you, like, I listen to that shit. I don't be fighting it. Yeah. I'm like, man, fuck that. But to me, I'm like, I'm not going to let it beat me. So I would walk in that motherfucker with the lights turned off, and I'm over here trying to hit the switch. And then all of a sudden you hear like a. Yeah. Yeah. Like, okay. And then, hey, they can beat me. I I can have this. I'm going to wait. I can wait mine. Yes, bro. There was always something going on in that damn garage, bro. But, but my whole thing is this, that do you believe, and that incident with you and when you saw that was in Compton? No, that wasn't in Compton. Okay. Remember, we was. Oh, that's right. You had to leave. Yeah. Okay. Now,
do you believe, Croft? Because I do. Let's just say that you buy a home, okay, and it's a home maybe 50 years old, and maybe you never asked the history of the home.
Yeah.
And let's just say the family that lived there before you guys was into some freaky, creepy voodoo shit.
Yeah.
Do you believe that when they leave, there's a possibility that energy, or maybe we can use a spirit, can still be there?
Most definitely.
Yeah?
Most definitely. Yeah. I feel like sometimes, like, I don't know if you heard about it, but like when people die unexpectedly, they get snatched so quick they don't even know that they did, and the spirit lingers around sometimes.
That's what I was going to answer. Do you believe
like
that?
Yeah, I believe stuff like that. I believe that's just me, like, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna say I'm like 1,000% on it, but I do believe that it's stuff like that, because it's other like it has to be other. To me, like, where do we go from here type of stuff, or where, like, it's a big mystery.
Yeah.
And some people claim they know, but I don't know if they really know. But
Yeah.
the people that said they died and came back, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me give you an example. The other day, I shared this story. Norbert, I don't know if I shared it with Seven or if I shared it with Lily. Okay, I'm not sure. But there was a girl that contacted me on Instagram maybe like 4 years ago when I first had clientele from World Class Wrecking Crew here. And she said, hey, I've always wanted to meet him. I go to this college. I'm writing a report on rap. A white girl. I don't know where exactly she was from, but she wasn't originally from LA. And we had missed each other a couple of times, and I was trying to be a nice guy, and I was like, all right, come through. But when I went on her page, I noticed that there was a lot of like psychic stuff, almost like she took psychedelics, and whatever she saw, she would post. Like it just looked like some crazy hippie acid trip shit that she was posting.
Yeah.
Well, when she walked in, nice girl, you know, and I remember she came in, she put a hoodie, and the weird part about it, that she tied it where it would just show her face, and I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So then she had her time with and I only told part of the story. I didn't tell the rest of the story. She was talking to clientele, and I just told her, look, I'm going to give you maybe 15 minutes. I don't know if he's going to be okay with it, but you can ask him the questions. Okay, cool. So she asked him the questions. And I noticed when she's standing right there where that chair is, that clientele was standing by the end of this table, and she keeps looking towards there. And she keeps looking at this. She's talking. She's writing. She keeps looking. Finally, at the end, when I walked around, she tells me, hey, can I tell you something? And I was like, oh, what's that? But I didn't confirm it with her. She said, do you ever notice that there's shadows walking back and forth in that first room when you come in? And I said, no, I never noticed it, but I do see them. There's times that I've had guests like you right now, and I would see a shadow walk that way or a shadow walk this way.
That's just, yeah.
Okay?
See, that's that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, bro. So I never told her yes. Okay? And even before we built this room, I felt that there was something in here, okay? So I said, so what do you think it is? And she goes, well, I did a little homework on you, and I see how you respect your ex-manager. She goes, but for some reason, I truly believe it was Steve Yano.
For real?
That's what she told me, bro.
Wow.
And I, you know what I told her? I said, look,
Yeah.
I love Steve, but he's not welcome here. He's already gone.
Steve, my God. But
You know what? I said my condolences to his family, but yeah, Steve, if you're here,
we'll see you when it's our time.
yeah, we'll see when it's our time, bro. But
We miss you.
yeah, bro. But that's what she said, and I'll be honest with you, she freaked me out so much that I called her the next day and I said, "Don't ever come back."
Yeah.
I told she goes, well, "Why are you talking to me like this?" Honestly,
You should have let her kick it though.
No.
It ain't her.
No.
She probably, like from what my mom told me about my grandmother, which is my mom's mom.
Right.
She had some kind of veil. They used to call it a veil. I
Okay.
don't know what that means.
she just like.
But no, they said born with a veil, but it's not, of course, a veil.
Oh,
but it's
okay.
like she could see stuff before it happened.
Oh, you
And
mean
my
like a spiritual?
Yeah. My grandmother had that, bro. So she could see certain stuff, and it's just like, I mean, that's one of their gifts that maybe that girl had that same gift.
You can always tell, man, when somebody, at least I can tell, when somebody has that gift, because they will look at you some type of way. It isn't like they're checking you out. It's almost like they're looking at you, and you can see it in their eyes, Crop. Like,
that they know.
yeah, you're like, oh crap, what did she see?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Like, she'd tell me some stuff like when we was little, like, oh, don't do this and this and that. And I'm like, why not? And then sure enough, it's like, oh, this gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like she saw it or something. Weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And then, but the sad part, and then there's people that may get that every once in a while, but then they think they're psychic and they want to charge people.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
But now,
You know what? I suggest, Tone, like if you're doing this, like freaky tale stuff, like you got to talk to someone or family members, or you can do it yourself and just sage the room, clean it, like
right.
you know, just have it or have something to where like if anybody try
to leave
anything,
something, yeah,
it's like you can't. It's like you said, like the person said before, like they try but they can't get to you because you're protected.
Yeah, you know, my mother, before she passed, she told me this and I never forgot. She told me in Spanish, she goes, I have prayed so much for you that even when I'm gone, my prayers are still going to work. Yes. And she believed it. And I believe it.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
believe that too.
And the reason why I say I believe it is because the person that I found out was trying to do this would eventually start posting on social media and putting my mother's name on. And I'm thinking, how would you know my mother's name?
Yeah.
How would you know?
That's wow.
Yes.
For real?
Yes. I put that on everything I love.
Yeah.
So I know that voodoo stuff is real to a certain extent, but it can't touch just everybody because there are people that are protected.
That's protected, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't play with those Ouija board things.
No.
I don't do nothing. Like I don't certain stuff. I respect the game, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like some people are like, oh, I don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, when I saw that thing come down the hallway and go out to something, like, nigga, fuck. Oh, yeah. I saw the shit myself. I wasn't drinking no. I'm 13 years, 12, 30, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't drinking no beer. I ain't
Right.
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches didn't get me high.
Right.
I'm like, I'm looking at this shit like,
Yeah.
whoa.
You know what, Croft? It's funny that we bring that up because, like, I truly do believe that there's something out there, whether we want to call it the devil or evil spirit, somebody lingering behind. Like, I don't have the answer to all that, but I know that there is definitely something out there, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I don't know. You know,
I believe too. I believe the same thing. It's like in this whole big galaxy and
yes,
all this system, like we the only ones that's gonna be here. Like I don't know if they know how to time travel or dimension jump, like we talked about the Bigfoot, like a big ass creature,
right?
That a person will see for a minute, and the next thing you know, you don't see them. Like they know how to.
It's almost like if that's the case, like they know where the portal's at, where they could just run to and disappear.
And just, get out the way real quick. Like remember, like Land of the Lost and shit.
Land of the Lost, Chaka, and the Slee Stacks, or remember.
See, people don't know that. Y'all got to go do y'all research on that shit.
Okay. You know what I think? It's actually like. Because conspiracy theorist guys, whether they consider themselves conspiracy theorist guys or not, they believe that Hollywood, like there's a rule. Before they do it, they have to show you what they're going to do, and they'll usually do it in movies, okay? Remember Predator? Remember that fool would like, choop, 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 and then turn into a chameleon and blend in with everything?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a Bigfoot that does that.
Yeah.
That could just knows how to turn it on. He's really there, but you just can't.
Device,
yes, because now they have those in the military.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you where I first saw it. It was I forgot what Mission Impossible it was. This guy opened up a screen, and he stood in back of it. When you're on that side looking this way, all you see is this.
Can't see shit.
But the guy's right there being quiet, and he can see right through it. So as soon as that guy walks away, he puts it away and keeps walking forward.
I think I saw that before. Bro.
Yeah, this was in the 90s when they came out with it. Now I've seen videos of military hiding, walking where the enemy can't see them. And they're walking right up to the enemy, bro.
It's crazy.
So I'm thinking, okay, did they have to show us first before they do it? So now I'm thinking that there's probably entities out there that know how to hide themselves, and they're
for sure.
They're around us all the time.
Tone, like where does all this technology come from?
I know.
And when you look at certain temples and structures, you know we dibble and dabble. Where you built the studios and we do maintenance and shit like that. Like some of the configurations of some of this shit is like so precise. Like, and we supposed to be like the dumb cave people. Back then that was uneducated. Like, where does this technology come from, or where did way back then? So to me, it's like shit been around, but we new to it.
There's a guy that have you ever heard of Alex Jones? Okay, everybody thinks he's crazy, okay? I don't know if
I know
he
that
is
name.
or if he isn't, okay? Because he says some way out shit. But he was on Joe Rogan maybe about 3
That's
years
not to
ago.
do with the talk show, is it?
He does a talk show, but he's banned from every social media because of the stuff that he
Yeah,
says.
Yeah, I think I know you talking
Well,
about.
Joe,
Heavy set dude, right?
yeah, bring up a picture. That's him. He looks
yeah.
like the cowardly lion from the Wizard of
I know
Oz.
who you talking about. I seen
Him, that guy. Okay, but bring up his picture and put up on the screen because I'm going to share a story with you since you brought up. Yeah, that's fine.
I know who you talking about.
Okay, he said on the Joe Rogan show, and that one got so many views, bro. He said, Joe Rogan goes, "What do you think we getting all this technology from?" And his voice was like, "Well, they meet in San Francisco." That's him. And what he said, Croft, was pretty out there, and I think it's worth bringing up. He said, "These elitists, they get in psychedelics so that they reach a certain level, and then meet these intergalactic beings." And these intergalactic beings give them the technology for us. Now, it sounds like a cool, sci-fi movie.
I kind of believe that.
Yeah.
What's the other dude, man? Is it Lazar?
Bob Lazar.
The one that was he the one that can do the remote viewing and shit? Remember, you ever heard of that?
He
Like
did that?
remote viewers, they sent him to like check out this planet or go to like. They gave him like tasks to see if he like, just say for instance, if we wanted to go look in Louisiana right now, go to this, see what the recipe for their gump, go in their kitchen, and then he'll go, oh, I see this and that, I see this and this and that.
Right.
And then supposedly they sent him to, I think, to the moon or something. And then he said he saw some people, but then he said usually like when he could see stuff, the stuff can't see him back. And then he said when he went to a certain spot, like the entities that was there,
Yeah.
they could see him. He said they was looking at me.
Oh,
so they
shoot.
was like, oh shit, come back. He's like, and then they said they was on him about that shit. But I believe in that shit, bro.
There's another.
I listen to Coast to Coast.
Okay, yeah.
Coast to Coast.
So the guy on the guy on the screen is Alex Jones, bro. He was the guy that pretty much said about they meet with these intergalactic beings, but that these guys have to be high on psychedelics so that they can reach some type of
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was saying now, when you said technology, where did you get the technology from? I seen videos on YouTube where people can move things with frequency and with sound.
Yeah.
He was saying that he believes the pyramids could have been moved with frequency or with sound.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wow, like if they knew that then,
Yeah.
how much
How
more?
much shit they ain't know now.
Yeah. And-
What's the guy that was in? Was that Florida or somewhere where the guy did all the building the shit with the coral something castle?
Oh, yeah, Coral Castle, yeah.
And
He came
yeah,
up with that technology.
That technology, he knew how to. They said he possibly knew how to do something with sound, like he knew how. Because this man was like, he wasn't no buff dude. He was
Right,
kinda,
right.
Like you could pull him up.
Yeah, you can go ahead and take him down, bro. I'm tired of seeing the cowardly lion looking dude.
That coral, what's the castle?
And this is in Florida?
I think so, man. It might be somewhere out there, but yeah, he built all of this shit. Like, and they said he did a lot of his stuff at night because he didn't want people to like mess with him. But look, there you go. Like that's kind of like a picture.
Okay, so he would move things?
Yeah, by himself, bro. Look at them stone, like heavy stuff. But they said he probably figured out the technology of, like you said, with the sound, moving stuff with sound and frequency.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, what's to hold him back from moving us up, right?
He probably could. Probably could, bro. Like, no, it's a lot to me. That's why I'm like, to me, I like to think out of the box a little bit because to me, it's not one
Right.
way to do everything.
Right.
Like, one way to do all the shit that we do. It's like different ways to different shits,
I'm going to give you a story that my brother Ruben shared with me, okay? Ruben told me this, and I believe this was in the 80s or early 90s, because I do believe that there is good and there is evil. He told me he walked into a bookstore in the Lama Mall. This is when, in the 80s, the Lama Mall was the bomb, okay? And he walked into his bookstore, and he just said, I just wanted to piss the devil off. And I said, why? He said, because they had a demonology section in this regular bookstore. And I saw the Anton LaVey Satanic Bible. He goes, so I opened it. He goes, and Tony, I spit one of them nasty loogies in it. He goes, I went like, He goes, and I spit a nasty one, and I closed it. Okay. He goes, I closed it. And I walk out. He goes, and I shit you not. As I'm leaving, something went boom and it dropped me.
You lying?
No,
bro.
ask him, bro, whenever you see him. I'm serious.
What the
He goes,
fuck?
it dropped me. He goes, I was like, what the fuck? He goes, there was nobody around.
Cold-cocked.
Cold cocked his ass. The devil cold cocked his ass. Yeah, so.
No shit.
Yeah, that's what he told me, bro. That's what he told me. And I said, well, that's what you get. You go around, you go around messing around with stuff. Like 2 guys, I won't say their names, but I knew 2 guys for sure.
Damn, bro.
They went into a psychic store, a big one, and they said they were clowning. They were trying on those hoodies, those satanic hoodies with the Baphomet in the back.
Yeah.
They were playing with the swords, like they were just getting the clown on.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to try those on. Hey, we want, and then that lady knew, she caught on for a while that these guys were just getting their clown on.
Yeah.
And then after a while, they just put everything on there. Okay, we'll be back. Save it for us. They just wanted to make it seem like we're going to buy
like they
something.
gonna buy.
So they left. They said on the way home, and now if anybody can confirm this, if you guys ever felt anything like this, call us up and let us know. They said that they felt something warm go around their neck, hanging. He goes, it felt like I put somebody on my shoulders and their legs were squeezing my neck. Both of them felt the same thing, bro.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't play with that, bro.
Yeah, he goes, bro.
That's not to play with.
He goes, bro. We couldn't get it off. We could not get it. We started getting scared. He goes, so I went back to my old church, and I had luckily my priest pray over us. But that's what happened, bro.
Yeah, you can't play with that.
No,
stuff,
you
bro.
can't, bro. You can't.
God damn.
Yeah. But whenever you see Ruben, ask him about that demon socking his cold cocking his ass. But did you find that picture?
Which one?
Did you put it up?
Oral,
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I took it down already.
You know what? Look up what's his name? Robert Bigelow. Robert Bigelow, and then just put warehouse Las Vegas.
Is that Robert Big Below?
Yeah, below. I'm yeah. You didn't catch that, huh, Crow? Yeah, that's what Norby's wants. Robert Bigelow. Okay, now look up warehouse. Put alien warehouse, because what he did, he's a billionaire. He spent more money than anybody else.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah, investigating aliens. But what he did in his warehouse, huge warehouse, which is a gated community, he put a face of a big old giant alien.
Man.
Like this guy ain't playing around. Watch. See if you could look at it. If you could look it up, alien warehouse or alien painting on his warehouse or something like that. It should, because there he goes right there.
Oh yeah.
Get that.
Damn.
Yeah, Ruben took me to it, and you can't get close to it because it's gated all around, and I just took little video of it.
Does he let people in? Or you
No,
gotta be?
no,
Oh, okay.
no. But he came to the conclusion when somebody interviewed him. I think it was CNN or one of those Dateline interviewed him and told him, you know what? Do you feel that one day we would make contact? He said, I used to believe that. He goes, but we can make contact with them we can make contact with them now. And she goes, how was that? He goes, because they're here. We don't no longer have to go look for them.
Damn.
Because we used to think like we have to go to space.
And just find something. Yeah.
Yes. He goes, no, they're already here.
But I heard like they got the technology from what, you just hear on the,
Right.
like I said, I listen to certain shows and shit. Like they can talk to you without even moving their mouth, so they know what you're thinking.
Like telepathy.
Yeah, they know that you look. They can stay out the way. Like, oh, this person looking. Like, just imagine us being a grown adult and you got a little 3-year-old and we playing hide and seek from them.
Yeah.
We can hide from them. We watching them and they'll never find us if we don't want them to.
Right.
Then when we want them to, we might look out and say, hey, and then the kid gets happy. Oh, you there?
Right.
Follow us this way. Like,
Yeah.
we probably so low on the totem pole of like all the
I know.
intelligence. They just look at us like, oh, those little fools.
Do you think, Croft, that if they're we'll just call them aliens or intergalactic beings, because every so many years they come up with a new name for them. Growing up, we just call them aliens.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe that they'll ever make contact with us where like they'll make themselves known?
I think so, bro.
Like
because
we'll be able to see them?
I think so. Just I don't know if it's me or just now, like the days of, because we in a good spot. We old school enough to know, like before all of the damn internet shit, and now we a part of that shit too. So for me, it's like I don't know if they trying to smooth it on us now or make us like ease into it, but they starting to show more and more and more like, okay, look at this, or look what we saw, look
Yeah.
what we found. A lot of this shit is bullshit. I ain't gonna lie, like
Yeah.
it be some fake shit, but
Yeah.
some of the stuff that looks good and real, and you look at some of the stuff, like that one jellyfish. Did you ever see that one? That one fucking jellyfish. You know about that one?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
floating
yeah.
jellyfish one, and nobody could figure out. They couldn't lock on it. The shit, it looked like a jellyfish, bro. It was just floating around, like nobody couldn't lock on it. But to me, it's like certain shit
Yeah.
that they kind of like starting to like ease onto us. Cause back then, you know, like whenever the New Mexico, Roswell,
The Roswell crash.
that was like a big, like, you know, I'm gonna freak the world out. Everybody gonna get scared. But now, motherfuckers, to me, like, they like, okay, if it
Yeah.
come,
Yeah.
like, so be it, you know, like,
Yeah.
let us see.
Yeah. Let us see.
And I heard there's just different kind. What I'm hearing from the research is like different kind, like the grays, and then you got the kind that look like the typical ones that we think they look like.
Yeah.
Big eyes, big head.
Yeah.
And they got some other, the shadow dark ones. So I don't know, you know, like.
Yeah. Do you believe putting the aliens aside, or they may be aliens? Do you believe that there are people, or there are reptilians out there?
I mean, I really do think so. I think
Yeah.
that the reptilians, I don't think they doing like the stuff that the people said when they look at them, they be shape-shifting. You ever seen like
Yes.
some people said, oh, I seen his eye go sideways or something. I don't think it's that. I think if it is people like that, those would be the ones that probably just stay underground, so far underground to where they surviving under there. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be messed with.
Yeah.
Like
You wonder, where do they come from?
they probably know how to survive underground. You know, like that. What's that? Solomon's Island.
Uh-huh.
They talk about the giants on there and shit like
okay.
that in the caves. They said those are real. You know, I heard shit about that. Like they can, they go hide in the caves, and the local people around there don't even go to the caves.
Yeah.
Then they said one time a lady came up missing, and the lady came back 20-something years later, pregnant with one of those like giant things.
Wow.
And I think somebody ended up killing the kid or whatever. Oh, there go the jellyfish shit I was telling you about.
Okay, and that jellyfish thing. Now, is that something that walks amongst us, or
That shit was floating from what I saw. Like the little bit I saw, that motherfucker was like just scooting around like, shh. Like, and it's like they said they couldn't even lock. You know, you can lock radar on something
Right.
to shoot it down. They said they couldn't even lock on it.
The reason why I asked, because somebody, I believe, if you're watching, please resend it. So, because I run two Instagram pages, 3 Instagram pages, and 1 Facebook and 2 YouTube channels. So please resend it, because somebody said that they. Do you see? Back up, Norbert, really quick. See that blue one? Up that one. She shot a video and it looked just like that. She goes, what is this? Can you show that one? I want people to see that one.
I want to see that one too. I never saw that one, but that other one, that little raggedy, ugly looking one, that's the one they was talking about.
Okay, and we'll bring that one up as well too. But this one that Norbert's about to bring up on the
Yeah, I
screen,
never saw that one.
this is
What
the
was that?
one. What was that?
What? No, what? Some girl found that one?
Yeah, she sent me a video on Instagram, and she said, "What do you think?" She's hanging out of her car, and she showed it, and it's almost like swimming in the sky.
Yeah.
Like, so I was thinking, okay, that can't be a kite, that can be a weird drone,
Yeah.
but you know, you don't know now, because those drones all of a sudden disappeared from New Jersey. You know, you heard about all them
Yeah,
drones?
yeah.
Nobody's talking about them. So.
And a big weather balloon shit flying over.
Yeah, weather balloons, but
And they won't shoot them down. Like,
yeah,
oh,
they
we
won't.
can't
They won't.
shoot 'em.
And they're flying over, military bases, bro.
Yeah.
So this is what it looked like. This one girl sent it to me, and if she's watching it, please resend it to me, because again, I run like altogether like 6-7 different pages, and I forget which one sent it to me. Now bring up the one that he said he saw, or that.
I gotta download that one.
Okay. And was this floating or
Yeah,
flying?
It was floating, yeah, flying. And they was trying, there it go. They was trying to lock onto it.
And they couldn't.
Uh,
Wow. Okay.
see it?
Yeah.
And that shit's like, it's just like,
Anything you want to ask, Norbert?
Not yet.
Okay. Do you have a poll up?
Yes, actually, it's already been up for quite a while.
Okay. Go ahead and read it to us, please.
All right. So the question was, are you a believer of voodoo? We got 175 votes. 58% said yes, it's real. 20% said no, I don't believe, and 22% said maybe.
Okay, so majority, 58% said yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay. So we talked a little bit about that voodoo. We talked a little bit about the frequencies, the shadow people. We talked about that floating thing. It looked like a jellyfish. You said there's just so much out there, and like a lot of people tell me, don't you ever get tired that you're gonna run out of things to talk about? No, because there's always something happening.
There's a lot going on, bro.
Yeah.
And it seemed like that's what I was getting at. Now it seems like it's more and more of like shit that's starting to come out, or maybe technology. We so advanced now, as far as cameras and social media and shit like that, and all the ring door, like this cameras everywhere. You can't do nothing nowadays without being seen on something. So maybe that's a bigger part of it. This shit probably been going on for years, but now we got cameras and we catching stuff,
Yeah.
So
here's a freaky story, okay? I don't know if it's even worth mentioning, okay, but that's the one you're talking to, that picture, okay?
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's even mentioning. I go to a lot of, like, you know how they have Comic Cons in San Diego?
Yeah.
I go to a lot of horror ones. There's a Monster Palooza. There's going to be one called IE, I think Horror Con, and it's all just horror movies. And what they do is they have people that were in the movies, like, who shows up a lot? Elvira, where you can pay to get her autograph, take a picture. But Linda Blair is always a knockout. Like, people always show up for The Exorcist, okay?
Yeah.
So what I did one day, because they don't allow you just to walk by and take a picture.
Snapper, yeah.
They won't. So her security would actually stop you and tell you, can you delete that?
Yeah.
So here's the crazy part. It's true story, freaky part. I went with my sister one year, and I'm walking, and I'm pretending like, oh, this person just texted me, but really I'm snapping pictures. Okay, she saw me, Linda Blair. She saw me. I'm like from here to where Norbert said, snapping it, and then she said, "Can you stop him? He's taking pictures." And her security goes, "Excuse me, sir." Excuse me. And I was like, what's up? He goes, you're going to have to delete those pictures. And I go, oh, man, you saw? He goes, yeah, you're going to have to delete those pictures. Look, if you want to get in line, get in line. It's $50. I'm cool. So I went to my camera, bro, and no picture was taken. No picture was taken. And I looked, and I go, I guess she didn't appear. Yeah, no pictures was taken.
She did it in her mind?
Something happened, bro. But I know I snapped it like 5 times.
Yeah.
And no pictures were taken. I was like, okay, does this trick have a force shield or something? So,
yeah, I don't like that movie, bro. And you know what's so funny? Like I'm chicken when it comes to the dark, but I like scary movies, like the dumb, the dumb shit. Like my favorite shit is Jason. Back then, that's probably like my favorite horror dude.
Jason,
like Michael Myers,
right?
Freddy Krueger. I don't know why. I just always like Jason. How he could be so motherfucking big, and you could run fast as fuck, but he just be like. He'd be right behind you.
See, it's funny because he's my least favorite.
I love him, man. That's like my dude.
It's Michael Myers,
oh hell no,
Freddy Krueger, and Jason.
Michael Myers is a weirdo, bro.
I like him.
I don't like Michael Myers.
See, Jason. One thing that I don't like about Jason and Freddy Krueger is that they always kill people when they're boning.
When they what?
When they're boning.
That's good. Get your last little skeet off, and that's it. You going to the pearly gates of the fiery pits.
I always tell people, if you're not boning, you're safe. So there's a lot of safe people out there. But I'll tell you which one was really good. Okay?
Chucky.
No. Freddy versus Jason. That was a good one.
Oh, yeah. That
Freddy
was cool. We was waiting on that.
Yeah.
It kind of took too long.
But I wish they would have made Freddy
Who won
versus
that?
Michael. I don't remember. Do you remember who won that one?
I'm pretty sure it was Freddy.
What?
Okay.
Freddy
Do a survey on there, man.
You know what would have been though
Do
too?
that. No,
Chucky.
You got it.
Chucky against Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good. Yes, that would have been good.
Freddy was cool though. Freddy was like, he had the personality. Hey, bitch. He be playing tricks. You can't go to sleep. But something about Jason, bro. Like Jason was just when you trying to walk or you trying to get away. Like on one scene, I forgot which one it was because this goddamn 29,000 of them and shit on the.
Right.
But it's a lot of Jasons where he took the motherfucking couple and they was in the sleeping bag and he just picked them up and just banged them against the tree. I'm like.
Now, can you say you watched every Jason one? I've only said I could say about
watch,
3.
I think I watched. I don't remember all of them, but I remember. I think I watched every last one of them. Even the stupid one. Remember when he went to like New York?
New York,
shit?
yes, yeah. I
And
think
then
he even
it
went to
was one in
space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, that's when the shit started getting crazy.
Yeah.
But I like Jason.
Okay, earlier, because I like horror movies, they just made another Scream movie. They took a lot of the same original cast and they brought them back for another Scream movie. I like Scream movies, but this is what pissed me off, Croft. The commercial actually looked dope. We just started 2025, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be released 2026. And I'm like, you sorry bastards.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, why are you promoting it now?
Yeah.
Well, we got to wait a whole year. But yeah, anyways.
See, like certain movies, I don't know how do you categorize certain movies, but like when they start playing with like the spirits and all certain little stuff, I don't like those. Bro.
Okay,
like,
what are like The Conjuring? You ever see The Conjuring?
yeah, that was crazy, bro.
What
that
about
movie was like
Insidious?
I don't think I seen that one.
Okay.
But like the Exorcist type shit, I don't. Nah,
Okay,
I don't,
then
I don't
watch
like
it.
those.
Watch Insidious.
Is it like
It's like a Conjuring.
See, yeah, that was crazy, bro.
It's like a Conjuring,
was
bro.
crazy.
Have you seen Insidious, Norbert?
Wait, Insidious, is that the one with the
With that red and black demon that looks like Darth Maul from Star Wars?
wait, is that the one with they have to get the film footage and it shows up?
Nah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, bro. No.
So Insidious is the one with the old lady, right?
No, look it up.
Oh, yeah.
Look it up. Insidious. Look up Insidious.
I know the name.
Demon. But the Conjurings are good, and then the Annabelles are good.
See that shit like that. I don't fuck that.
Cause spiritual.
See, I ain't gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the house with all the lights on. But all
Okay.
them old, them old fake shit.
There it is, right there.
Oh, yeah, there's the old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's that old lady from remember from that bowling movie with Woody Harrelson. Can you bring her up? Like, I think that's her. The old lady from Kingpin.
Okay.
You ever see that movie Kingpin?
That was a good one.
Remember, she's the one that goes.
No, you're thinking there's something about Mary.
No, it's in that movie Kingpin. Remember, she bones Woody Harrelson because he doesn't have rent money.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He goes, next time, he goes, have your money ready. She goes, yeah, bro, she was sick, bro. But yeah,
But yeah,
Kingpin.
certain the movies like that, I don't fuck with them. I'm like,
Oh yeah, she's in there. Lynn Shay.
I told you.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. What's another, what is, okay. Do you believe that there is a devil?
it has to. Yeah, from biblically, yes, that's what
Yeah.
It's the casted angel that's been casted from.
You've been in the rap game for a long time, Carl, so I'm going to kind of twist your arm on this one. Do you believe that a person can be demonically possessed?
Yeah, I believe so.
Being around the industry, do you believe you've seen, met, or been around demonically possessed rappers?
I would say, yeah. I would say, yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna say
but
no
I
names.
just thought about it, like, whoa, yeah.
Okay,
And they used to play about it.
Right.
And I used to be like, man, why are you doing that?
right.
And they used to be like, oh man.
I'm gonna bring up one guy's name. Okay. I'm not saying he is. This was a story told to me by one of his #1 fans. I won't mention his name. He used to work with me. We used to work side by side at Rouse right here in Compton, and he is a huge Lil Wayne fan. Like huge. He would always ask me, he's younger generation, Tony, who's the greatest rapper of all time? And I would always say Rakim or KRS.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites, okay?
Yeah.
Before that, of course, when rap was poppy, I would say Curtis Blow,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, man, you got to listen to Lil Wayne. You know? And I was like, bro, look, I'm not saying he's whack. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not your era. Yeah.
You know, I just don't like it. And he was like, nah, but you got to listen to it. So he was always pushing and pushing and pushing Lil Wayne on me. Listen to this song, man. Listen to this mixtape. Listen to this. And I was like, okay, I would listen to it. I didn't see what he saw. So one day, there was a guy at work that used to bring a Bible to work. And a couple of times, he would go in a separate room during lunch and ask some of the guys, hey, man, you guys want to come and hear me read some scriptures? He would get a couple of guys, maybe 15, 20 guys that while they're eating their lunch.
That's a lot. 15
yeah,
to 20?
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, and he would just read. Okay, well, he started going to that little reading, and he started, I guess, gaining wisdom and knowledge and started learning a little bit more about God. So he said that he saw a freestyle where Lil Wayne was rapping. He came back the next day and he tells me, Tone, can I talk to you, man? And I was like, yeah, talk to me, man. And he goes, yeah, man, I can't with that fool Lil Wayne anymore. And I was like, why? He goes, I think that fool's demon possessed, man. He thought I was gonna laugh about it, and I said, well, why would you say that? He goes, I saw this interview, and then he did a freestyle. Bro, he was rapping, his eyes rolled back, and he just started. He goes, something was coming out of him, bro. Yeah. He said, I love Lil Wayne's music. He goes, but that wasn't Lil Wayne no more.
That was the same shit that Cocac Rubin and
yes.
bookstore.
Yes, bro. Yes, and he was like, I can't do this no more, man. He goes, I'm good with that. I'm good. I said, all right, you know. Now, I told my son about it because my son liked Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And my son told me, Dad, I've seen that. He goes, and look at, even if I was an atheist, I would say there's something demonically wrong with that dude. You know, he goes, it just looked weird. So if my son's here tonight, I'll have him look for it, play for it, or I'll send it to you. Because it's still, the video's still floating around. He said it looked literally like something was coming out of him, bro. And he was going into convulsions, but his blabbering was still on time.
Yeah, that's crazy. They had the little clip on, you know, you get the little clips and shit. Somebody sent me a little clip where they said when they walked into a session with Lil Wayne, they was looking up in the air like this. Did you see that clip?
No.
And he said everybody was looking up in the air. And he said when he came in there, he was like, man, what the fuck is going on? So he said he looked at everybody when they came into the room, and he said he looked up too. And he said, oh, yeah, I got the word. Like, and then Lil Wayne, like, snapped out of it or whatever and start freestyling.
So he would just look, Lil Wayne would look up, or the people in there would look up?
Lil Wayne was looking up, and then I guess everybody else was looking up with him. So I don't know if he was trying to think of something or did he see something in the room. But when the dude came in, so just imagine all of us in here right now, right? Right. And we going like this. And then somebody like, walk in and be like, "Hey, looking at." You didn't see that clip? He probably could pull that shit up.
No, I
can't find it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, bro. But now, I know I've heard people say this. Oh, Tone, you got to hit a certain frequency to get that hit. You know, since we're talking about music, and I was like, bro, I just had an SP12, and whatever I sampled, I sampled. No, you got to get that certain frequency.
I believe that.
I believe that too. I just don't know what it is, and to be quite honest with you, Croft, I don't think I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
I believe that, bro.
Yeah.
Have you heard of, since we talking about that, it's, maybe he could pull it up. It's a machine, the Royal Rife machine.
No.
Royal Rife.
Royal
Rife, like a rifle, the Royal Rife machine. Supposedly this machine way back, and I don't know if something happened to him where he got killed or something happened, but the Royal Rife machine, this dude knew how to make frequency because supposedly everything in your body that can destroy it or help it or whatever is living, like like cancer. Yeah. It's like a living frequency. And this dude supposedly made something to where you could sit there and he could send like the frequency
into your body.
To get rid of cancer. And it was like, and they got like, I heard people got pissed about it, but I think his kids took it over. But you need to look into that, bro. Like this is called the Rife machine. Did you find it?
Is it something old, Croft?
Yeah, this dude, but it's like his people took it over. So now, see, like you can hold it, and just imagine the cancer is living in you, right? Uh-huh. So just imagine like if something like here, like if you blow a horn or a dog whistle, and only the dog can hear it, he don't like it, the cancer leaves your body, like it get rid of your body. And they said that this dude was on to like he was so far advanced to where I don't know if he ended up. I don't know how he died. You could probably look it on.
They always end up dead.
Yep.
Okay, now
Tesla.
Dr. Sebi.
Oh yeah.
Or Sebi.
Yeah.
Now let me give you an example. Okay. I don't know if you ever watched Joe Rogan. I watch it because I get a lot of info from him. He just recently had Mel Gibson, and Mel Gibson He
Is that it? You found it?
I think I did.
Mel Gibson on this interview kind of looks tweaked out because he's constantly like moving. He's like but I found out he admits that he has back problems, so he can't sit still for a long time.
Oh shit!
But he's talking about his rich friends, and he goes, Joe, he goes, I had 3 friends that had cancer.
Had cancer.
He goes, and their cancer's gone now.
Yeah.
He goes, and I can't say too much. And he was like, no fucking way.
You get killed. You gonna
Exactly. So we do know that
life.
we do know, Crop, that there is a cure for it.
Yeah.
Okay, now go ahead.
It's weird because it looks like a microscope.
I don't know if that might not be it, but they
Okay.
said it was stuff like even back in the day, like remember Radio Shack when you used to go and put shit together and build boards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They said you can even build a low budget kind of like a Rife machine and just hold the pause. You got to look into that shit.
Well,
That shit-
I could read a description of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says American scientist Royal Raymond Rife invented the Rife machine in the 1920s. The machine he developed produces very low energy electromagnetic waves similar to radio waves and undetectable to the human ear. The device passes electromagnetic frequencies
hear it.
through them
Right.
and into the body.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Show that picture at least for what you're. I don't know if that's exactly it, but at least that's what we found, guys.
And then I heard they have ones you could just set in a room for your family,
Right.
And it shoots the frequency out and get all that shit. Like,
You-
can you imagine that shit?
Yeah.
And then all of the radiation and all this chemo shit is dead. Like, of course you're gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Like the government gonna come in.
You know one thing that I don't know if it's the government behind it, Croft, but let me just mention to you guys out there that are possibly close to our age, or maybe somebody from another generation, younger generation, would understand what we went through. You went to Centennial, correct?
Yep.
And what junior high school did you go to?
Davis.
Okay, Davis. Do you remember in junior high school, okay, we had cooking class. They had plastics, they had wood, they had metals. We even had one called small gas engine where you could to learn how to build a car or a go-kart. They had typing class, okay? And they taught you how to write cursive, okay? We learned all of that. Those do not exist in school anymore. You know what they replaced it with this now?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. You don't have to build learn how to work on a car. You don't have to learn how to work with plastics or metal or, there was even one, a copper class and plastics and then cooking where you could learn how to make your own meals.
Yeah, I had cooking.
Yeah, all of that's gone.
Boy, that's crazy.
Yeah, I learned how to make spaghetti. It sucked, but I learned how to make it, cakes and everything.
Yeah.
All of that's gone. So when you were saying that there are people that can come up or build their own things, they probably figured, let's take that away from them
Yeah.
because we want to be the
Can
ones.
you imagine that shit? Like, being sick is a big business, bro. Being
Yes,
sick is a
yes.
big business. Even,
Yeah,
I'm talking about down to the regular motherfuckers that got colds, the Formula 40,
yeah.
4D people that sell cough
Yeah.
syrup, the NyQuil, the Robitussin people, all of
Yeah.
the Tylenol. Like, that shit is big fucking business. They can cure all this shit, bro. But why?
Why did they put temporary relief?
Because they don't want to cure you. They want to just.
They don't want to.
Yeah.
So when Mel Gibson said that, he said they no longer have cancer anymore. Let me give you a hypothetical scenario, Croft. Say that I introduced you to a man, and say, and again, God forbid, but I'm just using this as an example. Say you had a family member, and let's just say he was possibly dying of AIDS, and he only had days to live.
Yeah.
And I told you, Crawford, I know a man that would go over there, just lay hands on him, and he'll make him whole. And you say, Tone, please, that's my family member, please, I bring him. He goes over there, lays hands on him, and he recovers, okay? Then you say, can you lay hands on, my uncle, he's dying of kidney failure. He goes, gets checked out, he's healed. What do you think the government will do to that man if he walked into a hospital and went floor to floor to floor and cleaned house?
They're going to clean his house.
They're going to clean his house. I guarantee you we'll never see that guy again.
Yeah, no, you won't.
Now, why would he be a threat to the government? Think about that for a second.
Yeah, he got something that like the average person don't have, first off.
Yeah.
And then if you give up that knowledge or you capable of doing that, and you could teach somebody that, because some people can't teach it, they just have it.
Yeah.
And for instance, like my mom's husband's brother, I think they was twins. One of the brothers, he has some kind of weird thing. And it's funny. He lived in Louisiana,
Right.
in a different part of Louisiana. And they said that like if you sick or something like that, I think they said something about his heart was on the other side, heart was on the right side, so he have to wear this wristband because like if he fall out or pass out, they'll won't feel no heartbeat,
Pulse, yeah.
no pulse or whatever. So had to wear a wristband, and they said he has some kind of little thing to where, like, just say for instance, like you said, your foot hurting or like you got a badass earache or something,
Yeah.
and they said he'll just do some stuff and pray with you or whatever he do.
Yeah.
But the only thing that it did to him, it fucked him up too. Like
Yeah.
you will be cool when you leave, the thing will be gone. But
Right.
it drained him a little bit. So I believe in that stuff, bro.
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's weird, man, because, okay, Dr. Sebi, he passed away. I don't know too much about him. My son is the one that told me that he would have, like, natural cures for people.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle was releasing a documentary on him. Now, I don't know if Nipsey was taken out because of that, but my thing is, like, what a coincidence that the doctor passes away, and then this guy passes away, who's really going to bring his work to the world.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope it was somebody else that can carry on that legacy, because I'm just the type of person, I'm inquisitive.
Yeah.
I ask a lot of questions. I like to know shit, you know what I'm
Same
saying?
here.
I'm just like that, bro. I don't pick one side or one thing.
Right.
And it's like I have my beliefs and I have certain things that I'm like kind of on the fence about. And
Yeah.
it's just, but I'm inquisitive. I like to know about this shit, you know?
Before we take calls, you could take that picture down. Before we take calls, just think about this. Since you brought up the Bible earlier, here we have, and let's just say, I believe he existed, but let's just say for the sake of the conversation that Jesus existed. And the stories about him in the Bible were true. That the people who couldn't speak can now speak. People who couldn't hear can now hear. People that couldn't see can now see. People that had a withered arm can now stretch it. Now he was healed. People that were hunchback or had diseases can now be healed. Lepers can now be healed. And the dead were being raised. And what did they do to him?
Crucified her.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's man. It's
Did they though, Tony?
Okay. You know what? This guy right here, I'm not going to get into it because this guy likes to play the devil's advocate.
yeah.
I think he's possessed by a chubby demon from Taco Bell.
According to Billy Carson.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Billy Carson, he fucked up.
According to the Sinai Bible.
Damn, man.
Okay,
so everything he was saying was like bogus.
Bogus, bro.
I don't think
Everything.
everything. I don't think everything.
He tore his drawers with everybody,
But
bro.
he used to come on like he was just so intelligent.
Yes.
I checked out a couple of things. I was like, okay, dude, this fine, you know. But
Yes.
I don't, like I said, I listen, I'm inquisitive. I don't just,
Right.
I'm not the type of person that, I hear something and guess what this said and this person did.
Yeah.
I don't do that shit, bro.
Nah, bro, they
Like,
pull-
I know some people that's close to me, man, and
Right.
I don't even want to throw them under the bus. But if they hear some shit on the internet or something like this, I told you Beyonce did this thing and she called something.
Right.
It's like, bro, everything you fucking hear is not no fucking
Illuminati.
It's not that. It's not the Illuminati.
Right, exactly.
The Illuminati.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know, I was listening to dude, and then when dude chewed him up, I was like, oh,
Yes,
shit. Like
yeah.
this.
I posted that shit on Instagram, bro.
Yeah.
And so far, that's been like the end of them, bro. Everybody's been going deep in them.
So that's the end of his
As of right now, yeah, bro. As of right now, yes.
So what's his comeback, man?
I don't know. He's
Because
going to have
everybody
to.
make mistakes. So can he repent?
Well, yeah, he can repent, but I don't think he's going to gain the trust from the people that he lied to because they found out that the
I'm
law.
saying, did he? All right, let me rephrase the question. Can he say?
Can he have a comeback?
No. I'm sure. I don't know. Like social media, I'm not deep. My thing is, if this motherfucker made a genuine mistake and really believed that
Right.
this was that, do we get any get back? Do we get a pardon, or do we get a like? Okay, I can see this motherfucker. Or do you double down on your bullshit if he was bullshitting? Like, do you know? That's what my
Right.
thing is. Did he know his shit was sounding crazy?
Well-
And then when dude called him out, Or did
Right.
he like say, "Damn, I think I've been fooled. Like I made a mistake."
Right. Well, he came out. He's been coming out lately, and he's not backing down.
Oh, so he doubling down on
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, he's sticking with his
Oh,
bullshit,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, so nah, that's
So that's why if he would have just Croft, if I would have said something tonight, and then a month later I go on your podcast, Tone, I'm gonna have to fact check you right now.
Yeah.
Now I could say, well, I met this midget in Egypt in one of the pyramids, and he showed me the lost tablets of Thoth, and I just translated them because I'm one of the biggest, well-known scholars in all the world, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I mean, I could read stretch marks.
Yeah.
I can interpret the hiccups.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, would you guys consider him now the Drake of ancient history?
I don't know
I
about that.
wouldn't say that.
But it was.
Suing that guy now. That's why.
Yeah, Krupp, I can keep on my bullshit, or I can just say, you know what, you were right. Where I got my information was from here, and I looked into it, and I realized that
Shit was bogus.
yeah, it was bogus. So yeah, you are right.
I mean, to me, like they
and it'll be over with.
Yeah, the truth set you free. Ain't that the saying? Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest about it. Yeah, I fucked up, but I wouldn't double down. Like he probably so embarrassed about the shit.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, let me know if I'm connected.
Yes.
Okay, let's put up the new number. Okay, and guys,
777-903.
I hope that we don't get any. I hope we don't get any what do we call it? Technical difficulty, because this is a new app. Okay, guys. So please bear with me. Hopefully we can get it going.
Me too. I'm getting a lot of heat from this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they on your shit, huh?
Yeah. So the number's up 310-565-2883. If you guys want to call in, once again, the new number is 310. Let me see.
Freaky tales. You ever bump too short? These are the tales.
Okay, here we go. Right here.
Freaky tales.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Caller. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Hello, caller. Okay, he does.
I think I'm hearing them from your phone.
Hold on. Okay, but I'm connected to you.
Yeah.
So-
Maybe, remember I told you the app might be. Let me close out some apps.
Calling my dicks in your mouth and you want to say what?
Okay, let me try it again. Hello, caller.
Easy,
Your name and where you
dick.
calling from?
In the jack off hour.
Caller. Okay. Hold on, caller. I'm trying to get this to work.
Doo-doo-doo.
Hello,
The
caller.
number you have dialed is no longer in service.
Okay, the
Please hang up.
661 number. Try calling it again. No, but I'm going to try to connect one more time.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
No, he's not in right now.
All right, we're good.
Okay, let's see. Okay, you guys call. We have a bunch of missed calls, so call back.
At the tone, the time will be.
I don't know why it's tripping.
That the poll question has been up for 23 minutes. It's pretty tight.
Okay, hold on. Let me call this number back and let me see the answer. Okay, let's see. Can you turn that up? I don't hear no ring.
It was up. That was up.
Okay. Yeah, hold on 1 second, bro. It's not connecting, bro.
Like, is there a thing that where you tell the phone to connect to the road?
I don't know. No. Caller, I'm going to call you back. I don't know, bro, honestly. So, I'm trying it. Okay, see. Allow to access your contacts. Okay. Oh, whatever. I understand. No.
Come on, caller.
We did this the last time, bro.
Yeah. Is there any other apps that you could close?
I closed everything, bro.
Just close that one, restart it again.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay. Let me try it again. But you know what? Let me go ahead and disconnect really quick, and then let me just go ahead and close it. Sorry, guys. Please be patient with me. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yes.
Shout out to Rita.
Okay, let's go. Let me see again. Okay, clear data. Boom. Okay, let me go ahead and connect it again. Tell me when I'm connected. Okay.
Not yet. There we go.
Okay, connected. Let me go and open it again. Okay, I'm open.
Okay,
Notifications. Okay, allow.
See, it's something in here fucking with the goddamn shit. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
We need some sage.
Hey.
Exactly. Okay, let's try calling one of these numbers again.
Evil be gone.
Okay. Turn me up?
It's up.
Okay, then I can't hear him either, bro. Damn, what the hell happened, bro?
I don't know, man. You want me to look at it?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Norber's gonna look at my phone, guys, and the app is open, so go ahead and look at it.
Is this shit really happening, man?
Yeah.
Is it really?
What's the last good horror movie, if anything, or paranormal movie that you've seen? Anything good? Did you see Beetlejuice, the last one? I haven't seen it.
I didn't look at Beetlejuice. Man, honestly, I just been stuck on my ancient alien shit. Like, I don't know why, man. I be on that shit. Like, I really like the episode. Even like some of the repeats, I watch those. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I really like to trip out. The craziest shit you can do. I like edibles. So I do an edible.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know when you lifting in my joints and shit, my elbow and all that shit from lifting.
Now, when you say edibles, are you talking about the ones that are infused?
Yeah.
Okay.
So take your edible and watch Ancient Aliens. You be tripped out. It's like, damn.
I'll just take some gummy worms, bro. So.
No, that's the same shit.
The candy gummy worms?
Yeah, but have them infused.
No, I'm not going to mess with that.
It's good.
I'm not going to mess with that, bro. I'll start seeing shadows. I'll start seeing all kinds of crazy.
Bro. Flower from the earth. It's natural.
It's all good. Come on, Norbert. What you doing? Taking pictures of yourself?
It's just a bunch of calls that keep coming through.
Yeah, so.
It won't let me actually go into the settings. Here we go.
Okay.
Give me a second here.
There it is.
There you go. I heard something.
Me too.
And there
Caller, what would you like to say? Be patient with this, guys. We're trying to get to the phone calls, and we got a new app because the other one took a dump. And we're trying to. These apps are all falling off like TikTok.
Hey.
Oh, there it goes. We're able to hear it.
No, you're not hearing it. You're hearing it from the phone.
All right. There you go.
There you go. Whatever you just did.
Are you calling somebody or what?
Yeah, that 626 number.
Okay, hopefully he'll pick up. We never really call anybody, but we just figured, why not? So don't hit it?
I made it white.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see if it works. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get these calls again. Okay, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you for using Call My Lost Phone.
Call My Lost Phone. Let's go ahead again, guys. At least we're getting calls.
There you go. Thank you for helping us.
Here we go.
confirm.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, y'all can hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Hey, my name's David. I'm from Pomona. Right now I'm in 664 Tijuana right now. What's good, Tony A and High C?
What's up,
Love
David
y'all.
from Pomona?
Love y'all
What's
both.
up, Dave?
What's up? It's a pleasure. Well, not face to face, but it's a pleasure to meet y'all. Especially you, High C. I love your music. I love
Appreciate you, man.
Two Scams. all your tracks, man. Fire. From my older brother.
Appreciate you.
He grew up in the 80s and 90s. Me, I'm from 2001.
Oh, yeah.
Because of his music tape, man, I'm telling you, God bless his soul. Because I'm like 90s hip hop,
Man, Dave, I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely, bro. Did you have a comment or anything you want to share with us?
Well, I just wanted to, give
Tap
like
in.
a shout out to High C because, I respect him, but because I love his music and I love as well, all the work that you both have done. And well, I just wanted to talk about I appreciate like all the whole conversation from like the horror movies to even as far as conspiracies, whether we're talking about like reptilian shapeshifters and all that.
Yeah.
I did get interested into this like one story about this like mine hunter, or I think he's like an explorer who goes into mines, and he went to this to make it a bit long but not too short, not to take up the phone lines on. But there was this one dude named Kenny who explored the mines, and he went to this weird M-shaped cave that was.
And when
right
you say
near
mines, Dave, not to
Area
cut you
51.
off, you mean like mining for like coal and minerals and shit like that?
No,
Like
I
a
think
mine.
I messed up on that part. No, I think he's like an explorer, a cave explorer. That's what I
Okay.
meant. Sorry,
Alright.
cave explorer. Yeah. So, this person, he went in. Kenny went into this M-shaped cave that he said apparently that when he was going close to it, he felt this weird sensation in his body, like vibration, and he was like, his body temperature was getting extremely, like, more like almost like a feverish, and he also started feeling nauseous and vomiting a bit. And it's weird. This was a cave that had some form of almost like a secret passage. Maybe not a secret, but it just seemed too, like, he said, I believe in I think from his videos on YouTube, he said how the shape of the cave was so perfect. Like, it didn't look like any other cave, right? And that gets you thinking, like, if this is real, if this kind of stuff really is true, which in my opinion, I believe, we got, technology is advanced.
Yeah.
So who knows whether we got extraterrestrial UFOs, or we just have advanced technology where it is just, it's far out. Like, it's stuff that we haven't seen, or it's classified information. They're not just going to leave it out there for other countries to see, like Russia, China, Iran. So I think, in all fairness, there's definitely some weird stuff out there that it's intriguing though. It's like, aside from like just me just like either like on YouTube watching TV or just like watching the news. But by the way, here's my older brother. He's the one that got me introduced into high C. Say what's up? Well, hey.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up, my bro?
Hey, how you doing?
Everything good, man. Thank you for turning Dave on to some good shit, man.
I can really hear you. Oh, I can barely hear you. What'd you say?
No, I said thank you for turning Dave on to some good shit.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, always been. Yeah, like since he works at a Swami, actually. He's in Mexico. Sorry, if it gets a bit off topic, but today I went to work with him, and as always, he puts the greatest tracks. And I'm telling, like, not just like old school hip hop, as well as rock and oldies. I'm talking all the way to like Brandon Wood.
Oh yeah,
the Frank, all of those tracks, especially Angel Baby by Rosie and the Original.
Yeah.
And I always tell him, I can't have a day at the Swami or I want to listen to Sitting in the Park by High C. That track has been, for real, that track has been stuck. So, and I'm Not Your Puppet, and I've been listening more into like your tracks, like Jack Move, Too Scandalous, Gotta
Appreciate
Like That,
you, man. Appreciate you.
Fire, real.
Oh, good, my bro. Thank you, bro. Listen, we reached the 5-minute mark. We want to thank you for being a part of the show, bro, and calling in, bro. Truly appreciate it, my bro.
All right, Big Dave from Promoter.
Okay, my brothers.
Peace.
Have a blessed night. Peace. Okay, let's go. We're going to go ahead and keep the phone lines going. So the number's up on the screen, 310-565-2883, 310-565-2883. And let's keep it pushing, guys. Let's see. Here we go. Call it your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, hello?
Yes. Can you turn down your television?
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, my name is Miguel. I'm calling from, I'm from Orange County, but I'm in San Bernardino right now.
All good.
Or San Bernardino County.
All good, my brother.
Yeah, I'm just tuning in. I didn't think I was gonna get through. I was just calling. Yeah, it's cool to see High C.
Yes, sir.
I used to listen.
Hello? Did it break up?
In my playlist.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go. You broke up for a minute. Say it again.
Oh, I'm saying no. I was saying I used to listen to your music, but I meant to say I still listen to your music.
No,
you know?
I got you. I feel you, bro. I appreciate you.
All good,
But
my brother.
yeah, I didn't think I was gonna get through, but since I'm through, I just want to say something that I was thinking about. You know, with the AI stuff that they're coming out with.
Yeah.
When people say they can manipulate like video.
No, for sure.
Well, there was this, you know, and to say that all the stuff we get now that it's already been out, like, 20, 50 years ago.
That's
so
true.
If we're barely getting this AI stuff, they probably had this like back then manipulating. Because there was this one movie where I saw, it's pretty much this movie where like a lot of stuff is illegal now. They're like, arresting people for all this stuff because almost everything is illegal now.
Uh-huh.
And even in that movie, they manipulated a video like this guy, like he was gonna go snitch and stuff, blow the whistle, and they pretty much manipulated a video of him like that. He got drunk and they got a video of him in the parking lot like stumbling. Yeah. But that never happened. They just manipulated that whole video.
Yeah, I believe in that. I just want
to talk about the AI stuff.
Yeah, I believe in that.
That AI stuff is dangerous today, bro. You can make pictures, you can make videos of anyone, bro.
I talked to Daz Dillinger from the Dog Pound recently, and he said, man, a lot of people been using his voice to like do verses and shit. I was like, for real? He was
it's
like,
true,
yeah,
bro.
Man, like he said, man, I've been rapping on some songs. I don't even know what the
fuck.
I was like, God damn.
It's true, bro. Pretty soon you're gonna have High C with Katy Perry, and and it was not even you
at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. All good, my brother. Man, anything else you wanted to ask or comment on?
Nah, man. I'm just enjoying the show here. I didn't think I was gonna get through this. I'm surprised. Everyone have a good night.
You too, my bro.
Enjoy the show.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right.
Okay, let's go, guys. The phone lines are open. Let's take a couple of more phone calls. We got through the technical difficulties. I don't know why it's always doing it only in the very beginning, and then after that, everything goes good. So let's see. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
The Kukui is doing it.
David, Santa Maria.
David from Santa Maria. How you doing tonight?
Very well. Thank you for taking my call.
All good, my bro. You have a question, comment, or complaint?
I just wanted to mention something about the UAPs. I'm not too sure if any of you guys are familiar with News Nation. They recently released, I want to say, I don't want to call it a documentary. It's more like a 60-minute issue statement. They interviewed and also released some footage of an egg-like object that was
News
retrieved
Nation?
from a pilot. Yes, News Nation. It's really big, actually. It's got its own cable channel. Well, yes, the pilot was talking about when he had retrieved it. And, they don't know too much because they're there to do one specific job and ask nothing else. You fly, you pick up this object. I mean, they do know that there are special circumstances, but they're not too sure what they're going to encounter, but all those safety measures are somewhat there. But
and David, you said it was an egg-shaped. What was it again?
All he said it was an egg-shaped object.
Oh, okay.
Meaning a giant egg, basically, that they had retrieved due to, I want to say, almost like a psychic. Maybe I'm not too sure if the government was experiencing with something. Is kind of what it sounds like. And they had called that object, and it maybe had appeared because it didn't wreck. So meaning it was either called on and it came there.
Yeah.
Because so he had picked it up, and that's the footage that they had showed yesterday of. And they actually had to get the footage from someone that works in UAP, so it was been leaked and shown to the public for the first time as of yesterday. And I was looking at it, and the pilot was saying that as soon as he had picked it up, he was experiencing, he didn't know what it was. He was just doing his job,
but he had experienced a lot of emotions, sad, happy, confused, he said. And it was a 20-minute, from pickup to drop off. But yes, it's very interesting to understand how these things are coming, and almost like in the 1920s, 1940s, during World War I, World War II, how they appear more often.
Yeah.
Seems like we're moving into a World War III, and they've always been here, but it seems like either they're here more now. Meaning,
I agree.
They say it's
Dave.
spiritual.
Yeah, I agree
They
with
say
you.
it's spiritual, so could be demons, could be an entity, has to be an entity.
You know what?
Because if God is real,
Yeah.
so are demons.
Yes. You know what I was going to say? Remember how I told you that if they're gonna do it, they have to show it to us first. Remember, what TV show reminds you of an egg-like shaped figure? Remember Mork and Mindy?
Oh yeah, making it kind of like Mork and Mindy with the egg. Yep.
Yeah. So
that's dope. And also, David, I like that people are coming out more. Like, it used to be a thing where if you said anything, like I heard even airline, like just regular pilots that fly commercial planes or whatever, getting people back and forth. I heard that there was a lot of stuff going on where pilots would see stuff because they fly a lot, and they was just sworn to silence. If you say something, you was considered the kook, or you was a crazy ass motherfucker that didn't know. Like, they would almost come down on you, or just demify you for seeing something that you saw and you couldn't talk about it, or make you look crazy. So now I'm glad that people are starting to really step forward, regardless of like the outcome or the consequences of you coming out saying that you saw something. Because like I said earlier in the podcast, I saw something. So, I felt that way too when I was little. Like, I don't want to tell too many people about this. They're going to think I'm crazy, but I know what I saw.
That's why I started this Freaky Tales, because if I would have said it on my other podcast, they would have said I was crazy. So now I have an excuse.
Most definitely.
All good, my brother from the 805.
I see,
yes, sir.
Well, one thing I did want to mention, I did catch that you said you do watch, Ancient Aliens and, whether take a gummy. But it's weird that you say that, because my friend here that lives here, not to promote anything, but he takes a psychedelic, meaning a mushroom.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes out to the hills where a nuclear plant is, which is called El Diablo power plant here on the Central Coast.
Yeah.
And he says he gets into a frequency where he can call on extraterrestrial. So weird.
No,
and
I believe that, bro.
I need to go out there to experience, and they come. And he videotapes, or he videos it through his phone. It's great. He's invited me out before, but
you gonna try it, Dave? You gonna go with him?
And connect. Possibly, but I wasn't too sure if I wanted to connect with that entity.
I got you.
Because it could be bad.
Okay, or you could get attached.
So I don't.
It could attach itself to you, and you probably can't shake it. But Dave, real quick before we let you go, bro, I even forgot to mention this to Tony. I heard that they're like some good and bad, like you said, about these entities or whatever. But I be like, the one common thing that I always hear is like the alien, whatever ones that's cool.
Right.
They don't fuck around. They don't let you mess around with nuclear stuff. Like if something nuclear is about to erupt or something's about to happen, or they always be spotted or sighted over nuclear, like Dave just said, over nuclear plants. And, like if somebody's about to push a nuclear bomb, like they interfere, like the weapons won't launch, or like they're really, because they know that can be the end of.
Yeah.
All
good. Thank you, my bro. I have to let you go.
I appreciate you too. And you be safe, all of you.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right.
Okay, we'll take about 2 more phone calls and then we're out of here, you guys. So let's see who's going to get in it. Let's go.
That's a lot of days, man.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah. We would have had more time if we wouldn't have had this stupid thing mess up. But once again, everybody, the reason why we had technical difficulty earlier is because this is a new app. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Tony. This is Green Eyes calling from Orange County.
Green Eyes, how you doing? Oh, you know what? You were supposed to call in the other day at Marvelous's, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, I remember. All good.
I was.
How you doing tonight?
Yeah. I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Good. We're doing good.
Cool.
Cool. Well, this might be completely off topic, but do you guys think we should be worried about tomorrow? Like the whole thing with Trump, coming in, and there's been attempts of taking his life. Everything that's going on right now in the world. Like honestly, bullshit aside, like I'm freaking the fuck out because I do feel like the end of times are coming, and I wouldn't even know what to do or how to react. I know Marvelous had mentioned, we need to teach our kids, how to survive out there. Like my son, I took my son to a shooting range when he was 13. He knows how to use an AR-15. He knows how to use the gun, just in case, not that he's all, wild or nothing like that. No, but I felt at that time that he needed to learn. He's 19. He's about to be 19 now, but I was just wondering what you guys thought about all this that's going on.
Well, before I let Heisey, share what he's going to share, my thing is that whether they try tomorrow, I doubt, because I heard this inauguration, I heard it's going to be inside. They're doing it differently because of the attempts. Mm-hmm. Again, I can't confirm that, okay, but from what I heard. But I don't think the attempts are going to stop. I'll be honest with you. I don't think they're going to stop. Crawford, what do you think?
I'm going to be honest. I just feel that if something like that was to happen, it can just like the show we on now, it could be some type of conspiracy, because if this stuff has happened before and they made attempts on not just this particular guy, but presidents before that, like we have to learn from our mistakes. And how can we make this better? How can we make this even like the incident that happened in New Orleans with the guy driving on the sidewalk, but they supposed to have barriers that keep all vehicles from, like, I think it's Mardi Gras season right now, if you know what Mardi Gras is. So certain things to me needs to be addressed, and we learn from our mistakes. If you keep putting your hand in the same fire, you're going to get burned. You're like your pain, like the pain that we suffer is your mind's memory to tell you not to do that again. Like if I go step on it, like just stump my foot on a nail and I'm like, oh shit, this fucking hurt. If you see that same nail, you're going to walk around that nail or you're going to be a little bit more cautious before you. Yeah. So I don't think nothing's going to happen. And then also it's like, to me, just like you pray for goodness and you pray for certain stuff, it's what you manifest. So I don't want you to be over there stressed out and manifesting fear and being like something's going to happen, because guess what? Motherfuckers die every day. I hate to just be like that. It's the end of the world for somebody every day. Yeah. It's the beginning of the world for somebody every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like what the energy, what you manifest. And I do believe in energy and karma and integrity. Well,
one thing I will say, what puts a target on Trump's back, and we're going to talk a little bit more about tomorrow, because I'm just going to go ahead and announce it right now, and I'll announce it after our next caller. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going live on Rodian Radio, my other podcast. We gave a presidential reaction when he debated, when he won the presidency. Tomorrow, we're going to do one and give an inauguration reaction. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on my other channel on the Tony Vision Rodian Radio. I'm going to have my friend Brando and Rick. We're going to talk a little bit more about it. But what puts a target on him, he was asked certain questions, Crawford, about JFK, if he was going to release those files. Pretty much on like who did what to JFK. Yeah. And he said yes. Then he asked him, are you going to release the Epstein files? And he said yes. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of rich people, important people on there that don't want their name out there.
Yeah.
So
just like these tapes, this freak off shit.
This like freak off, the list. How come the list is not out?
Yeah.
So thank you, Green Eyes. We greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you'll tap in tomorrow.
And don't worry, you're gonna be good. Sure. You're gonna be cool. Don't worry about nothing.
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys got the phone situation worked out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, you guys have a good night.
You too.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
Okay, we're going to take one more phone call, you guys, and then it's a wrap. Who wants to call in, be the last caller. And but I wasn't going to announce that towards the very end, but I did it. Okay, let's go. Do you have one more poll out there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's very tight.
Okay, after after our last phone call, or if nobody calls within the next minute or two, then I'll just go ahead and cancel it. And we'll just go ahead and read the poll, and then we'll give our shout outs, and then we're out of here. But here we go. Our last caller. Call it your name and where are you calling from?
Tony, I see. Loudest from West Texas.
Loudest from West Texas. How you doing tonight?
It's cold, man.
Yeah, it's cold out here.
For sure.
We got a wind chill of about 15 degrees. It's so cold, I thought about calling in and starting a heated argument.
Shit, we both can use that heat. Come on, man. Shoot.
Hey, Loudest, one more day in America will be great again.
Yeah, that's true. And we went through this social experiment for 4 years and found out that shit didn't work. So let's try this again, 2016 style.
Exactly. Let's go, Loudest.
Wait,
yeah,
Tony, sorry to interrupt, guys. Tony, do you want to give High C the Loudest's backstory?
No, afterwards.
Okay.
Go ahead, Loudest.
Well,
they sound like they buddies. They talking about this, making it great again. Shit. Let's do it.
Yeah. Hey, earlier y'all were talking about Louisiana, like the stuff, the voodoo and whatnot. I don't know if you're familiar with this, High C, but they got a werewolf story out there called the Rougarou.
The Rougarou? No, I haven't heard of the Rougarou.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the lycanthropy, which means the folklore having to do with turning into a werewolf.
Oh,
and
okay.
Apparently, if you're a bad Catholic and you don't keep the rules of Lent, it's one of the ways supposedly you can turn into a Rougarou.
A Rougarou.
And then
I'm gonna call my mom about that. I know she know, because they had all kinds of stuff to keep us scared and shit to make us do right.
Yeah, and it would go after kids. They would disobey their parents and stuff. That was the folklore behind it.
Yeah.
And apparently you could catch it and pass it on to 100 people, and you would turn into the Rougarou at night, and then back into a human being by day. And but yeah, there's a lot of that and the voodoo. There's a lot of really rich heritage out there.
It is.
I used to visit Southwest Louisiana, which is Cajun country.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of like how you describe it. The people are really nice. Most strangers you meet are very genuinely nice and happy to help if you need directions or whatever.
Most definitely.
And I have two kids. My girlfriend, she's Cajun, and I have two kids. They're half Chicano, half Chicano, half Kunas.
Oh,
I call them a little Chicunas.
That's dope, man.
Oh,
what was the
yeah.
ones that was it was another one they used to scare us with, the I don't know if it was I forgot what they used to call him, the slippery man, or have you ever heard of that one in Louisiana? He was like, nobody could catch him. They'll try to catch him. He was slimy or something like that. He would always get away, but he was like, he trolled around at night and shit like that. It was so much stuff that they tried to keep us in line with and scare the crap out of us to make us do what we're supposed to do. But I like that. The Rougarou, huh? I got to tell my moms about that.
Yeah, the Rougarou. And I never heard of the slippery man, but they got such a rich culture out there from all kinds of different ethnicities and nationalities. They got the French people, the French Canadians, and they got all the people from, the African side, which would be more of the Creoles. Yeah. They got a lot of, folklore and what they would call tall tales or freaky tales, like how we would call them.
Most definitely.
But yeah, it's just really interesting, and that I wanted to share that with y'all.
All good, my brother. Thank you, Loudest. Truly appreciate you, bro.
Well, hey, thank you, Tony. It's nice talking to you. I see.
All right, have a good one.
Tomorrow, Loudest, we're going live at 8 on Tony Vision for the inauguration reaction.
Yeah, definitely going to be a part of that.
Okay, my bro. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace. Okay, that's it, Croft. The Rougarou. Remember Quick came out with Chupacabras?
Yeah.
The Rougarou is yours.
Hey. Rougarou.
There you go. But now, let me tell you something about Loudest. Loudest is the guy you were just talking to. By his own admission, he's a Satanist.
Is he?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. He said, "Oh shit." Yeah. So, okay, Norbert, go ahead and and go ahead and read us that the poll.
All right, so this was High C's question to the audience, and he was asking who won between Freddie and Jason.
Oh, okay.
This is out of 152 votes. And I got to say, I'm very surprised because it stayed 50-50 for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. But at the end, Freddie did get the 52%.
Oh, man, goddamn, man.
And Jason got 48%.
Ah.
So everyone in the audience truly believes that Freddie won that one.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Well, what about you, Norbert? If you had to pick one,
I would have chosen Freddie.
You would have chosen Freddie?
He's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, he just talk. Jason don't talk.
Right. I'm trying to log off this motherfucker and I can't find it. Okay. Croft, did you enjoy tonight, man?
Yeah, this is good, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I ain't even tell you half of the shit I wanted to tell you.
Well, see, but now they pisses me off because I really, but it's all
I
good.
got some freaky tales, bro. Like some.
Okay, the next time, if there is the next time, make a point to make a note of it on your phone.
Yeah, so we can talk about.
And then we'll have some gumbo.
The chicken feed and the.
And we'll eat it
chicken
while we.
heads and all that stuff. Like how to do it. Like, I don't know all that stuff.
Juggling chicken bones?
Bro, I know a lot of that stuff, man.
Do you know how to cast spells?
See, I don't want to get into that, bro. But it's a lot of stuff that we didn't talk about.
Okay. You guys heard him, okay? You guys heard him. So he's going to have to come back and show us a little bit of voodoo.
Crap.
All good. Other than that, Crop, any shout outs, man? Anything you want to say?
Hey, shout out to my people, man. And you know who you are. If you my people, then blessings.
All good. I want to thank Crawford once again. Hi, C. I want to thank all of our callers. I want to thank everybody in the live chat, everybody who decided not to be in the live chat, everybody who liked, commented, subscribed. Once again, did we have anybody give today?
Actually, we did. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, so I want to thank everybody who gave. I want to thank my entire team. Tomorrow, please do not forget, at 8 o'clock on Tony Vision on my other channel, we're going to do the inauguration reaction. We're going to talk about it. I heard that Snoop was supposed to be there. I heard that Nelly's supposed to be there. It's going to be other people. We're going to talk about why those people are getting heat. What can we expect from Trump? And I'll be the first that, Trump talked a good one. We're hoping he keeps his word. And if he doesn't, you know what? We'll be the first to also speak out. But I will say this, because there's a lot of people that said they weren't going to vote because it was all rigged. Look, here's my thing. If you didn't vote, then don't talk about it. And don't call in talking crap because you didn't participate. I voted. Okay, and I told you who I voted for, and I'm just hoping, like the way we hope, that these presidents keep their word. And if they don't, then I'll be the first one to say he didn't keep his word. But we could not have wasted another 4 years with Joe Biden and Kamala. Especially today, paying over $8 for orange juice. Okay, so other than that, that's tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'll be releasing the flyer tomorrow at noon on my page. So go ahead, Norbert. What do you have? Show your face. Don't be scared. Show them that hunk of a man.
Alrighty, so we got one super chat from 805 Plumbing, and doesn't show me the whole name, but
okay.
805 Plumbing dropped $5. He said, "Rest in peace, Freddie Risks 909. Make low budget gay scary movies. Elm Street's Transmission, Ghost Butters Parts 1 and 2, Broken Backs, and Reach Around Man."
All good.
What the hell?
All good. Broken backs, not broke back.
Around.
Okay. Other than that, Norbert, any shout outs? Anything you want to say before we hang it up?
No, just shout out to the live chat. Thank you, and especially to everybody that hit the like button. That helps the channel grow.
Absolutely.
This motherfucker better do what he say he gonna do. I'm gonna be back at the podcast tomorrow. He better do. Boy, look at here, man.
You better do.
I'm gonna talk smart, man.
I'll tell you one thing. He did say, and a lot of guys.
He said a lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
When he was last president, did you see that shit where he had like 8,000 motherfucking? Hey, this is color red, and then it was like, no, this is color blue. Like they fact checked him. He had like 8,000 some. I'm not bullshitting lies that he had just told.
We gotta see
and they'll put them side by side. You gotta see it.
I gotta see it.
Okay, Tony.
I'm serious. Okay. A lot of men today are happy.
I'm going to the Rhodium.
Yeah.
I will never step in the Rhodium.
And there he is.
I nutted in a bitch. I ain't never bust in her.
Can you do the Trump?
Yeah.
Let me see.
No, I can't do it. Can't do that right.
We were supposed to do it on our last show, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna do the Trump tomorrow. But listen, a lot of dads have been praising Trump lately, black men, white men, and Mexican men. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he said he's signing a bill that if a man is paying child support for his son or daughter, that woman doesn't get to claim that child. The father does.
I gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah, me too. But that's what they've been saying, and the men are like, "Yeah, Trump, Poppy Trump." So. Let's go, guys.
Politicians, bro.
I know. If
Both
they didn't lie,
sides.
then we have nothing to talk about, bro.
Exactly, bro.
So we'll wait and see. Let's see what happens. Other than that, take us away. Norbees, and we're out here. Thank you, Crawford. Appreciate you.
Right
much
on,
love.
Tom. Thank you,
Respect
man,
all you
for
guys.
having me, man.
Take care of yourself. Take care of your families, and we'll see you guys soon.